Welcome back to the channel, guys. Judo Sloth here. I hope you're having a good one. Today I'm going to be upgrading a couple of my villages using the loot that I had left over from last season. We are starting off with the Town Hall 11. I will be moving across to my Town Hall 13, where I have 30 million gold and elixir waiting to be spent. Now, you have heard about this in the previous few days, but I want to give you a couple of tips in terms of upgrading your base quicker. So that's going to be the primary focus of this video, give you some tips and tricks in order to maximize your efficiency. Then when we get across to my Town Hall 13, we spend that 30 million of golden elixir. I will also be doing some attacks across there. Now, just to very briefly let you know as well, what I plan to do is bring back the content for specific Town Hall levels. With the update, I haven't necessarily focused on that content recently. You guys have been asking in the comments, so tomorrow my video will be Town Hall 9, then we will kind of come back to the Let's Play for a day, move across to Town Hall 10, Let's Play Town Hall 11, you get the idea. So you get a good mix of seeing me playing the game, but also the content focused at primarily education. So whilst I always try and bring you a bit education throughout the Let's Play videos, obviously the ones guided at Town Hall levels are specific for attack strategies. So that's the plan moving forward, guys. Be sure to subscribe if that is what you are looking forward to. But in terms of efficiency, there are a number of different ways you can look at this, and basically, guys, if you are willing to spend a little bit of money in the game, there is nothing better than the gold pass. Now, if you are going to be spending any money, which I am doing right now, be sure to use code JUDO in your settings, more settings, and it is right there. What I will also do is pop in the pinned comment a link that you can click and it will automatically pull through code JUDO for you. You just then literally have to press enter. But the best value you can get is the gold pass. It is $5, and I have calculated this previously. I did a video, it was probably, I don't know, guys, about 8 or 9 months ago when the gold pass was first coming out, and it was calculated at close to $350 in value. For $5. So that is most definitely the best way to accelerate. I appreciate not everyone is in a position to be able to put money into the game. I will be giving you some tips in a second if you're a free-to-play player as well. But let's go ahead and purchase the gold pass to kick this off. So we now have the gold pass purchased, and since I have only just purchased it within my Town Hall 11, I don't actually have any of the rewards unlocked yet. We can get the 1 gem donations, which is pretty nice, but not being a maxed account, it's not one that I tend to donate too much on anyways. However, it brings up an interesting debate, because on my main account, when we go across there, I'm actually right the way down here somewhere, and actually if you can unlock a couple of the perks first, before you spend all of your gold from your previous season's season bank, then it can actually benefit you. However, in terms of your base, guys, what you want to do is get your gold elixir and dark elixir upgrading in unison. So what I mean by that is you don't want to get to the end of Town Hall 10 or 11 or whatever you are and all of a sudden have no way to spend your gold, but you've still got lots to upgrade in terms of elixir. It sounds pretty simplistic, but actually it's harder than you think. Now, I like to spend a lot of my elixir on the army troops, get them upgrading as best as possible. Once that's done, I can then use my elixir to upgrade walls, because I will be using gold on the defenses and the dark elixir mainly on the heroes. So I come back to the dark elixir troops unless there's something that I want to upgrade in specific. On my Town Hall 11, that was the Hog Rider. Maybe I will bring you a guide on what to upgrade at Town Hall 11. I know I did that previously for Town Hall 9, and it's not something I've ever done across my channel, but maybe it's something I will do. However, the wizards are going to be my choice for this one, purely because you use the wizards a lot. Like, a lot in a lot of army compositions, so I'm going to use that. Now, the Book of Everything I would save for your heroes. Main reason is you can still use wizards whilst they're upgrading. If I upgrade my Archer Queen, I cannot. So on any account, I would recommend trying to upgrade them heroes as fast as possible. Because of the Elixir thing I talked about, I actually got my Grand Warden upgraded to level 20. Now I'm focusing on my Queen. Now, we did this for the content a little while ago, but what I would actually recommend is upgrading your King and Queen in 5 level values, because you don't want to focus on one thing and get it all the way to maxed. Meanwhile, you have level 1 defenses of something else. You want to try and upgrade your base together, because each level you get the same percentage increase, but it's a lot cheaper for the cheaper levels. So just, get that done and dusted, move your base through together, and that's a good way to do it. That being said, I would recommend the higher defenses first. So Eagle Artillery was right at the top of my list at Town Hall 11. Once my Eagle Artillery was done, guess what? I moved to my Inferno Towers. Once they were done, I moved to my Expos. All of them are now done, and you can move through the base like that. Air Defense are a very high one as well. Then you move on to Splash, Wizard Towers, and that's how I move through the base, ending up with things like Cannons and Archer Towers right at the end. Do not forget as well, guys, that we have the builder suggestions now in game. Now, I would take this with a pinch of salt as well, because I would recommend upgrading your most expensive things first if you have the loot. For example, I can upgrade a wizard tower here for 9 million. I actually say if you've got the loot, go ahead and spend it. But there's one little cliche here. Notice how I have now, well, just collected from the collectors, I have 7 million loot. What I wouldn't want to do is leave 3 builders. You get what I'm saying? You want your builders to be working as well. So a lot of the efficiency is basically utilizing everything to maximize the time of upgrades as well as the cost. So it's trying to get everything together. In terms of the suggestions now, there's nothing in terms of 7 million that we can get. However, what I think I'm going to do, whilst we have code Judo entered, is also purchase the Town Hall 11 pack before we move across to my main. So let's go ahead and do that now. Beautiful. You are all set. So as we come back across the base, the thing here is the Elixir. I've just gone and upgraded the wizard with the Elixir. I am tempted to use the book in order to finish the wizard, so I can spend a little bit more Elixir. Otherwise, it's really just walls, I guess. We have the dark Elixir drills. I forgot about them. And actually, let's go ahead and upgrade them, because the dark Elixir, as I said, at Town Hall 11 is going to be massive for the heroes, and we basically got an extra level. They pulled it down over, so we can upgrade them to level 8 now, which is incredible. I think my remaining builders, I might indeed upgrade that. In terms of the wizard tower, look, we have a book of building. That is a 10-day upgrade. If you're going to use a book, use it on the ones that have the most time on them. It sounds like common sense, but honestly, guys, some people will just use it on the defense they want most. And in some situations, that might be what you need to do. But obviously, if the cost is what it is in terms of a book, it's just going to finish a building, use it on the one that is the most time. So there we go, we can get that wizard tower upgrading. What that means is I can basically have a little bit more flexibility here. Now, in terms of the gold, it's suggesting the Elixir Collector for 1 million, but I've got 14. So I think I'm going to have a little bit of a scout around on my base here and see if any of my wizard towers are needing upgrading. So actually my wizard towers are done. So wizard towers are done, air defense are done. The Tesla tend to be very expensive as well. However, they are done, which means we can indeed move across to the Archer Towers. But check it out, guys. 261 Dark Elixir. That is going to be for my queen. How many runes do we have? We've still got all of the runes, look. Gold, elixir, I think I might save onto them though. However, we have the book of everything, and I'm going to use that on my queen. So let's go ahead and upgrade the queen whilst we have the rune. The book of everything, I mean, it's a week, right? And the queen upgrade is always going to be a week. So I guess I go ahead and upgrade that queen to level 42. Nice. In terms of the gold then, let's go with, I think, an archer tower. Level 11, level 12. Yeah, see, I've left these until last. They need to get upgraded quite a bit. So let's go with the level 12 archer tower. We could gear it up, you know, because what I'm trying to do as well in terms of efficiency, this is a really good tip for you as well, guys. Try and unlock auto. So you need to do a few different things. The battle machine needs to get to level 30. Mine is currently 18. You need to get your Mega Tesla up to max level. You need to get your cannon carts to max level, which I do. And basically, you can get the extra builder. That is how you get 6 builders. Try and do it. But one of the things is to gear up 3 buildings in the home village. My master builder, well, he's got 20 hours remaining, so I'll come back to that. But anyways, guys, you get what I'm saying. You want to try and gear up them buildings if you can. So we've got 10 million left in terms of gold. Nothing to spend it on. What's my most expensive upgrade here? 3 million, 4 million on the cannon. I think I'm going to do that, guys, because that's the best way we can use in terms of efficiency. And what I'm then going to do, which is a huge tip for you, if I can find it, is I already have 4 out of 5 actually, but the builder portion here you can get within the Clan War League medal shop. If you have all of your builders working, this is the best efficiency you can have in terms of speeding that process up, so you can then spend your loot yet again. So that is my tips in terms of Town Hall 11, but very generic tips there actually, which will be helpful for you across free to play, across, you know, if you are spending money. But let's go across to my main account now, and I won't spend as much time explaining things because I feel like I've done that in quite a bit of depth here. Really just popping it off the top of my head, to be honest with you guys, but I really wanted to share with you my thought process of my upgrades. I know I've been mentioning this the past few days, give you some tips in terms of efficiency, and guess what, I've only just noticed that there was some loot left in the treasury, but luckily it's not as full as my main. However, let's go ahead and jump across there. Wow, so I have been waiting to do this, guys. We now have the 6 builders raring to go and 30 million loot of each. But this is what I was talking about before. Look, in terms of the upgrades, when I go to my perks, I now have 10% less resources required for the building upgrades. And that's really cool because it means for the 30 million, essentially I can get 3 million free loot. So across the golden elixir, that's pretty much 6 million. And if my perks were full, you could get even more. You might be able to get it to a point where you could get nearly 10 million. And this is where some people will actually gem the gold pass to get the perks. Now, I'm not one of the people that feels that is worth it, but some people do that. Let me know what you think. However, for this one, I know that the elixir collectors and things like that need to be upgraded, but I just don't find them as appealing as the archer towers. 12 million. If I were to upgrade the collectors, I would basically, I mean, I wouldn't get anywhere, would I? I've got 30 million. So let's go ahead and upgrade all of the archer towers. Maybe I'll pull them all together for a nice little screenshot for you guys as well. But maybe I'll do that off camera. I'll share it on Instagram. If you're not following me, all of my social media platforms are down below. But let's go ahead and get one of them upgraded. Then we can go ahead. Now it's suggesting a bomb tower. Why would it suggest a bomb tower now? It's actually more expensive. I believe we do have a rune of gold. We can use that, but I guess we're going to have to go with one of the collectors, guys, just because we're not going to have enough for the archer towers or all of them. Let's go ahead and use some of the gold. We are going to miss out on 1 million here. We could upgrade another one. Then we can go ahead and use the rune of gold to get rid of it. That's pretty good value. And we can upgrade another archer tower. Boom, there we go, nice. Now in terms of the elixir, we can get the barbarians going up to the maximum level. Maybe we will bring you a video on these when they are upgraded, but 10 days it will be for the barbarians. Let's go ahead and get them upgraded. That's pretty good, but still 21 million. Now in terms of everything else, we do have the Dark Elixir drill. I may go ahead and upgrade one of them, but I really don't need Dark Elixir. It's only for the super troops, so they will probably be last on my list. All I am going to do now is upgrade walls. Now this is where the discount comes in a little bit, but I was going to say we're going to upgrade a lot of walls, but well, we can upgrade, what is it, 4 of them before my elixir is history. However, we do have the treasury maxed out, so let's go ahead and get all of that loot as well. And I think in terms of that 6th builder, 4 days for the elixir collector. Do we just go ahead? No, what I always like to save a builder if I can. Let's go ahead and just spend it on walls, guys, because we still have 95 bits of walls left over. And there we go. In terms of upgrades, we have done pretty good there to get rid of that loot and ensure that we still have a builder that we can use when we have enough golden elixir to put into a wall piece. That's one thing as well in terms of efficiency of upgrades. If you can save a builder, do it. But maybe if you're not quite as active on one of your accounts, you can therefore you know, afford to use all of your builders. However, let's get into an attack here. So the first attack we're going to do is 16 super wall breakers. We brought you this yesterday, and we've still got 10 hours. So I want to use these whilst I can. Let's get out into Legends League. See if this is going to be nice to us. 16 super wall breakers is not ideal. This is weird. Why does he have a gap in the base right there? Like, if I had Yetis, I would just plonk them right there. I'm debating using the Yeti bomb in that area anyways. Just put the battle blimp in. The sweeper will push it back, but it really doesn't matter. However, I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because I can't see it being such a big issue due to me using my Archer Queen. If I were using a hybrid or a Yeti Smash or something like that, I probably would do that. I probably would. Now let's use the balloons here to try and soak up bombs. And I will use... Where will I use my king? I guess right down this side I'm going to use my king. Let's go with 2 balloons to there. Super wall breaker. And let's get a wizard on this side. Followed by the baby dragon. King's ability. And let's use the royal champ over the other side there. We can get a rage on the queen. She is going to be taking major damage from the enemy queen. Where are the super wall breakers going? Let's get a good few of them in now. Good few of them in. Grand Warden's ability. As the super wall breakers come forward, let's get another few in. I love this. I really do love doing this, guys. I think the 16 super wall breakers is just epic. All of the way to the town hall there. That is just amazing. Let's get the battle blimp in. We can freeze this area, try and take a little bit of damage off the queen, and that's where the Yetis will come out as well in the blimp. So let's go ahead and pop that. Yetis will help. We can use the earthquake in that area, and this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and use the super wall breaks. Don't want to go all the way in, guys, but Yetis hopefully will get the single inferno. They do. Enrage the queen. Oh, look at the super wall breakers. There they go. That is why 16 of them is incredible. Incredible. So let's use the freeze. Queen is going to take heavy damage here. She might end up going down as well. The scatter shot did indeed get her. Wow, we're only on like 52%. And for some reason I panicked and dropped my baby dragon across to the left. Should have dropped the baby dragon to the right hand side, because look at all this loot. And there is a double cannon in there as well. However, it's not really about the loot on this one, guys. Honestly, 16 super wall breakers is really just to have a bit of fun with the army composition. And if I were patient enough, I guess I could maybe let the minion try and take out the double cannon. But I think with 50 seconds, it's not going to happen. Let's get 2 wizards to the Dark Elixir. And we're going to get it as well. Look at them sneaky wizards. Talk about super troops and the sneaky goblin. 2 wizards will be able to get the Dark Elixir drill before they get pummeled and the minion can do its job. So 59%, not too bad. We managed to just, demonstrate this attack strategy to you before we lose the super wall breakers. I'm a little bit gutted, because they're my favorite super troop. But I did put out a poll that for the next Let's Play episode, what would you like me to boost? And the results of that you will see in 2 days time, because remember, tomorrow we will be showing you the Town Hall 9 video. Look at the minion. It actually, I thought it had no chance, but it nearly got the double cannon. It nearly got it. So guys, we will be back with the next super troop in 2 days. I hope you found this one somewhat useful. If you've got any tips, let me know down in the comments. If you read someone else's tips and you thought they were helpful, be sure to leave a like, because it will push that person's comment up in order to help other people out. However, if you do want to see yesterday's video, we did a live Clan War League attack. I'll not tell you how it went, guys, but let's just say we need your feedback. I'll see you guys across there. Video right on your screen. But if not, I'll see you again here tomorrow for some Town Hall 9 action, and then after that we'll be back with the next super troop. Until then guys, stay home, stay safe, and have a good one.